I did.
All right. Mr. Mason, you ready to come up here and terrorize y'all?
All right.
You know, out here in Indian country, we've got a lot of different legends and a lot of different kinds of stories. One of them is about a special kind of woman. Anyways, I tell you, I was with a group, and back in my teenage years, like was said earlier, we used to do things that a lot of Indian boys and girls would do. We gathered outside of Hominy, Oklahoma, out in the pasture one evening, and somebody had a drum. Said, all right, we're going to go out and mine a little bit. All right, let's go out there. So we drove out a few miles out north and east of Hominy, Oklahoma. There were, I don't know, 10, 15 of us in a group, some singers and some circled around, start to dance, sing. There's a moonlight like this one up here, a little bit brighter, nighttime. That's the only thing we saw. We drove out, turned off all of our lights, and we went out there just having a good time, just singing real good and socializing and just having a good time, just us young people. There's trees like this. We were kind of out in the grasslands, but on the side was trees. We were just singing and dancing, and one of the girls said, "Hey, look over there." There was a young lady over there, had a shawl on. Girl, pretty girl. Much as we could see in the moonlight. She was we didn't recognize her. She's over there. And we were singing and it kind of stopped for a minute. "Hey, come join us over this way." Well, she kind of looked at us, and we all stopped and looked over there. She began to run towards us, fast. Had her shawl on and ran right kind of between us. And when she did, she didn't have moccasins, and she had, her feet were like a deer. I saw her. We all saw her. And when she took off, she just went right by us and went through us, running fast. But I said, "Are we going to keep on singing?" "I don't know that song." I said. So we just quit. We all went back uptown and talked about it. Said, "Hey, did you see that?" I said, was that? I think that was. Was that? And all next week we could hear that. Said, "Man, Deer Woman was out there. She went right by us." So we had that story. And even to this day, I still remember that. It leads up to one more story that kind of might be that same one. Because I was attending a powwow. I was there. I didn't see this, but others did. And this was down east of Shawnee. There used to be a place called Ed Mack's, way back there a long time ago. And it's kind of different kind of agenda back in those days. So they started having round dance. They were singing round dance. And back in that day, it was kind of what I call primitive powwow. Lights were just about like this. They weren't much brighter than this. It's kind of just enough lights to see, just to dance. But it's a good dance, good singing, good dancing, and they were round dance. All the ladies in a big circle like that. And then one time I was sitting over on that other side and heard way over on the other side where the women folk were on their way around. A couple of them, we could hear them scream. Just real quick, just scream. And one of those ladies took off, running outside of that circle. I said, "What happened? What was it?" I said, "That was Deer Woman, man. She was in there dancing with us." We looked down and she had those deer feet. And we saw that once we screamed, boy, she took off. That's the end of my story. Oh, you have to watch out because Deer Woman got her driver's license.